Each week during this segment, we give each panel member a chance to say what's on their mind. Ken, I'm sure you've got a lot on your mind.
Oh, I do.
Besides your hair.
Yeah. So what I really want to talk about today is the devastating flooding in Louisiana. I've seen the videos, I've seen the pictures. A lot of people's homes are completely gone. A lot of people's lives are completely gone. The Red Cross is sending about 40,000 ready-to-eat meals down to Louisiana to help out with the flood relief. Something I'd like to encourage is help out some of these organizations. Donate to the Red Cross, donate to the United Way of Southeast Louisiana, and also consider donating to the Second Harvest Food Bank. All of these are important organizations that are all extremely involved in the flood relief efforts, and let's help them make a positive impact.
Janice, what do you got?
I got an update from a last call segment from a couple months ago. I have done 2 triathlons. I did the Waynesboro Sprint in May 29th, and then I did the Fort Ritchie Sprint Triathlon on August 7th. So I swam 750 meters and then cycled for 14 miles. Yeah, that dreaded hill of 491 up in Cascade.
Oh, yes.
I had to pedal back up that monster. And there's a reason there's a Hell's Delight road on that road. I'm just saying. And then ran 3 miles after that. So in 2.5 hours. So.
Ken, you're starting to sweat.
That makes me tired just thinking about it.
So I am, and my husband and a bunch of our friends also did the Olympic triathlon at the same time. So it was a lot of fun being there doing it. And I have to say, started training, hardcore training in March, and I feel better physically and mentally than I have in years from getting out and actually moving my feet.
That's good.
Each week that I've been on, I've had a chance to really bring into focus health care for veterans, the men and women of our armed forces. I've watched and listened to so many people that have come back from combat, that have come back from police actions, that have done so many different things in defense of for our country, that have a problem and stand in a line at a Veterans Administration or a line at some hospital somewhere and can't get help. I've watched, and one thing I'm critical of John McCain for isn't that he was a prisoner of war, but when he came back from being a prisoner of war, he got the best health care that he could that money would buy. And I think that he should have taken that and fought for veterans of this country, and his legacy right now is I was a prisoner of war. And he did a lot of other good things, but he was a hero. But he could have used his experience to ensure that the men and women of our armed forces get the same health care that a 2-year congressman or a 6-year senator or an 8-year or 4-year president of the United States gets, because the folks that are there are equally as important. And now in the political campaign, we're going to go here, we're going to protect this, we're going to send troops or maybe into Syria or back into Iraq or back into Fallujah to kick ISIS out in all these different places with nothing in place for when they get back with health care. I think it's a travesty, and I am shocked and dismayed that the people of this country don't rise up and protest. Here we go, protest about the inadequate medical care that our service members get.
If there was a better reason to protest, I couldn't think of one.
That's all the time we have for tonight, but we hope you will like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And be sure to join us again next week for another visit to the Flip Side.